Okay, everybody, ready? Shall we do this? Awesome. Let's try. Hi, everybody. Rule on stage one. I say hi, everybody. Everybody says hi, K back. All right. Hi, everybody. Perfect. All right, guys. This next one is going to be super fun. We're calling it Making of Man, Woman, Man, Woman, powered by Royal Stag Barrel Select. We're so excited for this because I got to do a round of introductions before we begin. So Sana Abbott is with us, has worked on music videos and short films as a director, associate DA, AD, DOP, editor, and also behind the scenes. Her latest works include directing a music video for MTV SAF and working as editor and associate director on the music video Faramosh by Madboy Mink. Now, she worked as an assistant director and behind the scenes on Nasruddin Shah's short, which is called Man, Woman, Man, Woman. She's the founding member of the newly set up Numaish Productions. The session that you're going to witness right now will be facilitated by Stuti Ghosh, who's an Indian film critic, political satirist, writer, and award-winning radio personality who is programming head at Fever FM. Now, the film that we're going to show you is available to be watched on the YouTube channel of the Royal Stag Barrel Select Large Short Films. Over the years, Royal Stag Barrel Select Large Short Films, they've elevated the cultural landscape of short films, championing select and distinctive original narratives for discerning viewers. Through collaborations with successful storytellers known for their originality and creativity, we've established a dynamic environment where aspiring and established directors alike bring exceptional storytelling to curious audiences. IFP, are you guys ready to do this? Yes? Louder. All right, let's get that film up on screen and begin.
No cheese, no red meat ever. Yes, whatever you say, doctor, except in a ham sandwich. Yeah. And now,
No, 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 no. That's not the way to do it. You'll cut yourself. The other way.
क्या करूं? तुम्हारी तरफ देख रहा था.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, yeah.
सर आपके लिए पार्सल आया हुआ.
अच्छा. अरे बा. Oh God, ये. Oh, अरे ये किसका फोन है यार? ओह हेलो. आपका टिफिन तो सही टाइम पर पहुंचा. ये तो टेलीपैथी हो गई. लेकिन यार ये खुलता कैसे? इसके साथ हथौड़ा तो भी भेज देना था. टर्न टर्न व्हाट? अरे ठहरो ठहरो ठहरो, मैं तुम्हारे को वीडियो कॉल करता हूँ. हेलो. देखूं जो उनको तो आ जाती है मुंह पे रौनक. कभी हम उनको, कभी हम हमारे घर को देखते हैं.
गालिब का शेर सुनाना है तो कम से कम ठीक से तो याद कर लो.
बात तो समझ में आ गई ना.
अच्छा चलो टिफिन दिखाओ.
एक मिनट.
हाँ तो अब जो दूसरा खाना है ना उसको पकड़ो.
हाँ.
और ऊपर वाला घुमाओ. एंटी क्लॉकवाइज. हाँ राइट.
अच्छा. अरे वाह, ये तो बहुत आसानी से खुल गया.
हाँ अकल इस्तेमाल करो तो सब आसान है. चलो अभी दूसरा. There you go.
अरे वाह, ये क्या भेजा आपने?
ग्लूटेन फ्री खाना.
उससे क्या होता?
तोंद कम हो जाती है.
Pops is here, huh?
Something's burning what?
His snack probably. Sundays को वो रेस्टोरेंट से भाग जाते हैं because too many of his friends land up and he can't charge them.
Is he talking to someone?
Hey, why are you stressed, Babu? He's perfectly cool with you being here. Come.
बेटा रात में घर पे खाना खा रहे तो बता देना मैं कुछ बना देता
Nah, thanks, Pops. We're eating out, yeah. You can't cook for nuts, right?
ओहो तो आप हैं कॉर्पोरेट हॉटशॉट
Hello, uncle.
हेलो हेलो बेटा कैसे हो
Very good. How are you?
वेरी गुड ट्राई सम ऑफ दिस इट्स टू डाई फॉर इट्स अमेजिंग खाओ खाओ खा
Actually, it looks really nice. I don't mind.
ट्राई बेटा तुम वापस आ गए तो तुम्हारे से कुछ बात करना है
But I don't know when I'm going to be back, Pops.
हाँ तो मैं सो रहा हूँ तो जगा देना
Uncle, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I'll see you next time.
Chal, bye, Pops. क्या हुआ? You okay? Listen, should we call your mum over for dinner one of these days? Maybe the parents would get along. What do you think?
They get along just fine.
Huh?
The photo on the laptop?
What about it? Actually, मैंने वो तस्वीर कभी ठीक
It's my mum, you idiot.
What?
There's 900 channels of shit on TV now. आप गलत बोले रोजर वाटर्स साहब
It's Ma.
Hey, ask her where she is, whom she's with, and when she's getting home.
Stop it.
Ask her, ask.
हाँ माँ.
200 ए यार ओपन जिप एक भी नहीं
Okay, bye. She wants you to come up.
See, I told you, she likes me.
Your dad likes me and my mom likes you. That much is clear about the situation. The rest of it is making my head spin. ये हो क्या रहा है यार?
बोर्डिंग स्कूल में नहीं सिखाया था हाउ टू फोल्ड द बेड कवर
क्या हुआ?
ये देखना ये देखो ये देखो खुल ही नहीं रहा है मुझे
ट्राई
पेज ही नहीं खुल रहा है। कब से मैं ट्राई कर रही हूँ मैंने कंट्रोल और डिलीट भी किया
settings, that's the thing.
क्या प्रॉब्लम था?
डिफेक्टिव यूजर मैं How old? How? Dessert?
Auntie, please, नहीं
Oh,
नहीं
come on,
नहीं
darling.
Auntie, नहीं
A
नहीं
little
नहीं
bit.
Auntie,
मेरे लिए
मैं चलता हूँ. I have an early
Give
morning
him
tomorrow.
bus करो.
जा बेटा सो जा थकी हुई लग रही है तू
It's not that.
तो
Just thinking about something.
क्या तो सिंगापुर के बारे में वो जॉब तुझे मिल जाएगी डोंट यू वरी मेरे बारे में फिक्र करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है आई हैव मैनेज्ड ऑल माय लाइफ आई विल बी जस्ट फाइन मैं आऊंगी तेरे पास छुट्टी मनाने
Pops, you awake? Good night, Ma. What a mess, Pops.
सुधारो नको मैं तो कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा How was dinner?
Terrific.
I like your girl वो corporate hotshot
Pops, आपको उसका नाम कभी याद रहेगा क्या?
He's good, huh? At this computer stuff.
ओह यस ही इज अ जीनियस बेटा मेरे हाथ गीले हैं जरा मेरा फोन ले आना
हाँ. तुमने टेंडर कब ज्वाइन किया? हाँ?
माइंड योर ओन बिजनेस
पीते
नको. आप भी बहुत पी रहे हैं, हाँ? Anyways, Pops, gotta tell me, आपके लैपटॉप पे वो तस्वीर किसकी है?
कई को बताऊं?
ए बताओ ना Pops. Hey, stop being coy, Daddy.
नहीं बताता.
What is this like a reversal of roles here? कौन है?
बताता हूं. हम लोग पहले वो क्या बोलते वो डेटिंग साइट पे मिले.
अच्छा.
And then we met about a year back. और फिर मिलते रहे. She is very sorted यार. कौन संभाला समझ रहे तुम मेरे को जब तुम यूएस में थे when I had that heart issue?
So, what's happening here, Pops?
तुम मेरे बाप है. मेरा छोड़ो तुम्हारा बताओ.
अरे मेरा
तुम्हारा क्या चक्कर चल रहा?
चक्कर नहीं है, Pops.
प्रॉब्लम क्या है? हाँ? You're well settled, good job, good girl. इतना लंबा क्यों खींच रहा हो?
No, I really do love her,
But what? Huh? Do you love her enough to want to spend the rest of your life with her or not? Simple ending. Huh?
well, I actually was about to pop the question to her, but it looks like there might be a slight problem now.
प्रॉब्लम तुम लोगों की सोच है. बस सोचते रहते. You just can't make up your minds. अरे, you don't want to make any mistakes and you're making them all the time. That is the difference between you guys and us.
You have to be absolutely sure, na, Pops.
तुम लोग सोचते रहो. I've made up my mind. मैं कल प्रपोज कर रहा हूँ.
What?
I don't bloody believe this. It's been going on for a year. मुझे पता तक नहीं चला. लेकिन ये दोनों बातें क्या करते होंगे?
How would I know?
स्कॉटलैंड गए कभी?
नहीं कहाँ. But you know, मेरा मन तो सचमुच इजिप्ट जाने का है.
इजिप्ट?
मैं हमेशा सोचती थी वो इतनी बड़ी बड़ी इमारतें क्यों बनाते हैं.
But ये proposal, ये तो बहुत गड़बड़ है.
I don't quite know what you mean by that.
If my dad gets married to your mom, तो हम एक दूसरे के क्या बन जाएंगे?
Monuments and museums.
And the Nile cruise.
हाँ. आपका हुक्म सर आंखों पर.
Hello?
कॉर्पोरेट हॉटशॉट. तुम यहाँ क्या कर रही हो? हाँ?
ये मेरी बेटी है.
तुम्हारी बेटी?
And this is.
Oh, we've met.
अच्छा. कहाँ?
हमारे.
Hey, Pops.
Hey.
ये तुम्हारा बेटा है?
ओ क्यों नहीं दिखता क्या? वहाँ पे गया है.
और तुम कल बर्थडे चम्मच पर मेरा पूरा डिजर्ट खा गए. बस. Let's just sit down for a minute. तुम दोनों को कुछ बताना है.
I did it.
So how did you do it, huh?
क्यों?
गुलाब के फूल को दांतों में घुटनों के बल.
अरे नहीं, समझदारी की बात करो और उसको समझ में आ गई. सिर्फ हिरन के सींग निकालना है और बंदूक नहीं दिखना. बस.
It's about time. Wow, क्या बात है. फुल ओवरऑल के लिए तैयार.
और क्या? अभी बहुत पेट्रोल बाकी है टैंक में. Never been so sure about anything in my life before. I've aged better in the last 7 years since your mom. Don't want to grow all alone.
तो हम एक दूसरे के क्या बन जाएंगे?
So When's the happy day?
सिर्फ 2 जरूरी काम करना है तुमको मेरे लिए. College. Reversal of roles. Come on, let's go.
Mom, are you sure about this?
Absolutely sure. You know, दूसरों का ख्याल रखने की आदत सी पड़ गई है मुझे. अब वो मेरा ख्याल रखता है तो अच्छा लगता है. लेकिन हमने तुम दोनों को मुश्किल में तो नहीं डाल दिया ना?
पता नहीं माँ. I mean, we're crazy about each other. पर ये जन्म जन्म का साथ ना मुझे समझ नहीं आता.
तो क्या बस ऐसे ही टाइम पास?
I mean, we're committed. पर शादी. Honestly, I don't know how you're doing this again. पिछली बार काफी नहीं था.
पिछली बार मैं बच्ची थी. दूसरे लोग मेरी जिंदगी अरेंज करते रहे और मैंने उन्हें करने दिया. लेकिन उसकी वजह से मुझे तू मिली. But बेटा, you never knew her father. I never knew her husband. कभी-कभी तो मुझे उसका चेहरा भी याद नहीं आता. लेकिन ये एडवेंचर मुझे चाहिए. आज फिर जीने की तमन्ना है. बेटा, फ्यूचर के बारे में तो कुछ नहीं मालूम ना. लेकिन लव इज अ ब्यूटीफुल थिंग. और है क्या हमारे पास?
मैरिज रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफिस में एप्लीकेशन एक्सेप्ट हो गया. पॉप्स मुबारक हो. लेकिन आपको 1 महीना रुकना पड़ेगा लाइसेंस के लिए. Any last wishes? मैं डीन से अभी मिलने जा रहा हूँ at the risk of losing my job.
अरे I'm missing a board meeting for this.
बंसी क्या बेकार चाय बनाई है, ले जा.
He studied here. I mean, this place means as much to him as his restaurant.
Of course.
अगर उनकी शादी यहाँ पे होगी, he'll be really happy. Isn't there something we could try?
लेकिन यहाँ बारात कैसे आएगी?
बारात नहीं होगी सर. It's a registered marriage. Only the couple and their children. सिर्फ 4-5 लोग. That's it.
इस उम्र में शादी और वो भी कॉलेज के कैंपस पे. अरे उस डेट पे तो हमारे सेकेंड ईयर के बच्चों का प्रैक्टिकल एग्जाम है. हॉल फ्री ही नहीं होगा.
Actually, sir, this is a rather unique situation. मेरे पास एक आइडिया है.
मैंने सोचा कि मरून वाली है, with a small border, हल्का, just a little dark. मुझे लगता है कि तुम भी नानी वाली हो, pink pen, pink. What do you think? हैं? You like the idea? Okay. And मेरी पीपल पत्ती वाली जो चूड़ी है, पटियाला वाली. You remember?
उफ, कितना डेलिकेट काम है. हाँ माँ. Just don't make it like this anymore,
ये
ना?
तेरी नानी लेके आई थी वहाँ से. इसमें फैमिली हिस्ट्री भरी हुई है.
I hope you're wearing it today. इसके साथ कितना अच्छा लगेगा.
नहीं, ये तेरे लिए है. जब तेरी शादी होगी ना, तब पहनना.
मेरी पता नहीं कब होगी. अच्छा, I think he's here. I better be off.
क्यों साथ में नहीं जा रहे हम लोग?
अरे don't worry. दूल्हे मियाँ will come in his chariot. Such a lover boy, huh, माँ?
Lover boy is definitely better than दूल्हे मियाँ.
बस अब ये तय करना पड़ेगा कि मैं उन्हें क्या बुलाऊंगी.
जरा आँखों पे तैरो डूब जा इन आँखों में. पहली बात सीधी सी बात मेरी ना सुनो यार तुम हो जो हो।
अपना लोड मत लीजिए, आ जाएंगे बस आगे आगे।
Thank you so much for the permission and thank you so much for agreeing to be the witness. The other witness is our driver Ramesh.
Okay, so you are the couple.
No, they should be arriving any minute now.
Had some other.
ये खराब सड़क है।
अरे शिकार पे तो इससे भी
शिकार
खतरनाक।
बंद, शिकार की बातें भी बंद।
आपका हुक्म सर आंखों पर।
He is in a bit of a hurry, so just call this.
रोक के गाड़ी रोक के प्लीज।
Hi Pops. Very on.
आ रहे उड़ के आ रहे। क्या हो गया इसको? देखता हूँ, ठहरो। बहुत दिन से नहीं चलाया मैं। आप फिक्र मत करो, 2 मिनट में ठीक कर देता हूँ।
सब ठीक चल रहा है अभी तक, मगर शायद थोड़ी देर हो सकती है।
ये कपल आपके रिलेटिव्स हैं?
Yes, my mother and his father.
Your mother and his father. ये एप्लीकेशन में तो लिखा है एज 31 and 26. They are very young. मजाक कर रहे हैं आप हैं?
तो कुछ हुआ? टाइम बहुत निकल जा रहा है भाई।
मौके पे हाथ दे दिए क्या?
हाँ, टैक्सी, टैक्सी।
शुक्र।
रुकना बेटा जरा रुकना। आ जाएंगे।
जल्दी चलो।
बताते हैं, सीधा निकलो।
Oh, I see. So these are your names. No confusion. License was duly issued. आ जाइए.
You got the license for us instead of them?
Look,
Please hurry up.
Registrar Saab, 1 minute. Sorry.
Okay.
Before anything else,
I just want to make sure you want this as well. Will you?
Well, what are you doing? You can't spring things like this on people. I mean, I could have questions too. In fact, I've got a very important question. Baby, will you marry me?
Yes! Of course!
Is that a yes?
Girl, of course it's a yes. For a second I thought, of course it's a yes.
Baby!
All right. रोमांस के लिए बहुत टाइम मिलेगा आपको आफ्टरवर्ड्स। मुझे यहाँ से दूसरी शादी करा के गोरेगांव ईस्ट पहुँचना है। कहाँ है वो?
थैंक यू।
खुदा कसम क्या जोड़ी है।
देखिए अब और इंतजार नहीं कर सकते। ये आपका वाव है, ये आपका।
1 मिनट रुको। आ गए, पहुंच गए।
Finally, just in time.
Just in time.
Wait a minute. Are you in on this?
Yes, my darling.
Oh, I see. So those bank papers. Ma.
तो तुम्हारे सवाल का जवाब, ये तुम्हारे सौतेले बाप और ससुर और मैं इसकी सौतेली माँ और सास।
God help you.
Excuse me, मैम, लेकिन आप तो अपनी बेटी की सास भी हुई और आप अपने बेटे के ससुर। कमाल है।
All right. ये सब आप बाद में देख लेना कौन किसका क्या है। अभी आइए प्लीज। यंग कपल फर्स्ट, हैं? प्लीज।
ओह, 1 मिनट, मैं तुम्हारे लिए कुछ लाई हूँ।
क्या?
Oh God! कई टैक्सी।
अब कहीं को रुकती, अब नहीं मिलती।
मैंने वहाँ पीछे रखा क्यों?
देखिए आपके साथ जो हुआ है, I'm extremely sorry, पर मुझे दूसरी जगह शादी के लिए निकलना है, तो आप ना FIR जरूर करा लीजिएगा। आप
एक मिनट। जो गया सो गया, लेकिन ये ज्यादा जरूरी है। रजिस्ट्रार साहब, आप आइए।
ओके,
आओ बेटा, आओ।
देखिए दुल्हन का सामान हमारी गाड़ी में रह गया था। अरे दुल्हन का सामान है भाई, हम लौटाने आए हैं। अरे मेरी बात सुनो, तो हमको जाने नहीं दे रहे। कोई दुल्हन नहीं है।
अरे तो उसे
अरे हम बता रहे थे आपको, ये लोग जानते हैं भाई हमको।
जीते रहो बेटा, जीते रहो।
कमाल कर दिया।
मैंने सोचा कभी नहीं मिलेगा।
Thank you so much.
क्या बात है। अरे
कौन सी दुनिया से आए हैं?
आओ जाओ सराखों पे तैरो डूब जाओ।
चलो भाई, हमारा नंबर भी आने दो। Old parents to give away too.
पहली बात सीधी सी बात मेरी ना सुनो यार तुम हो जो हो
ये मैं रखने वाली हूँ।
शरणार्थी मेरे साथ
So, how did you like my idea?
Fantastic. Chef, chop chop.
निशानी सदियों की तेरी आँखों में पहली रात आखिरी रात इस दिल को तोड़ दो यारो तुम
ये क्या है?
मेरे तो लाइफ में नहीं देखा ऐसा।
इतना तो हम एक निवाले में खत्म कर दें।
Number one. You son of a gun.
आए जाए अपनी मर्जी से ये नदी जो प्यार की सर आँखों पे उनका क्या कसूर पूजा और गफूर इंसान ही तो है
पर सियासत की इस जंग में बड़ी मुश्किल है इशारे हम हारे तुम्हारी आँखों से बर्बादी आबादी पर अकेले हो लाखों में है छोटी सी बात कर टूटे हो दांत और पैर हो फ्रैक्चर में बस दिल सही सलामत रहे
Did you guys enjoy that? Yes? Good film? Awesome. Cool, guys. I think it's about time we get started, but I think these people deserve the acknowledgement and the, of course, the introduction before we bring them on. Before I do that, while our team sets up right here, if you're a photography and cinema enthusiast, heads up for you. On day 1, which is today, stage 2 at 5 p.m., there's a session you won't want to miss. So cinematographers and photographers like Bijoy Shetty, Urvi, Abhishek Babu, Nirvair Singh Rai, and Mitali Solanki, they'll be talking about their creative journeys and what inspires them and how they've mastered their craft. So please go and check that out if you are a photographer/cinematographer. All right. Now, let's get to a round of introductions. This is going to be fun. The film that you just saw, Man, Woman, is set against the backdrop of contemporary life, which weaves together the lives of two couples in the narrative that blends humor and profound insights. Please put your hands together, and I will, of course, introduce them now, and then we'll bring them all on together so you can make some noise collectively for them. Nasir Saab is with us. Legendary actor known for his contributions to parallel cinema and mainstream Bollywood. Some of his films, shout out, that you love. Super. Okay. Jane Bhi Do Yaro, Par, A Wednesday, Iqbal, and over the years he has received multiple awards, including 3 National Film Awards and the Padma Bhushan as well. He's collaborated with large short films on several projects such as The Broken Table, Rogan Josh, and The Miniaturist of Junagadh, in addition to Man Woman, which you just saw. Also, we have with us the wonderful, you saw her on screen, Sabaa Azad. Sabaa is a versatile Indian artist who has made a name for herself in acting, music, and theatre, known for her roles in films and her work as one half of the electro-funk duo Mad Boy Mink. Sabaa's talent and passion shine through in all her endeavors. With us also is Imad Shah, known as an actor, a composer, known for his work in Detective Byomkesh Bakshi and Dil Dosti, etc., and Karwan. Imad has made his acting debut in 2006, and he is also a theatre actor and works with the theatre company Motley Productions. He has been a part of many productions, including Katha Collage, Waiting for Godot, by George, and many others, apart from his work with other groups. He's, like I said, the other half of the electro music duo Mad Boy Mink, along with Sabaa. With us is also Tarun Dhanrajgir, is an actor, director, producer, screenwriter who has worked predominantly in Bollywood, and he's noted for his work in popular movies like Bolo Hua and Kiss Hud Thak. All right, are you guys ready to welcome them on stage? I've already introduced, of course, Shruti and Sana Abbott, but without further ado, please give the biggest IFP welcome to Sabaa Azad, Imad Shah, Tarun, Stuti, Sana, and Nasir Saab! Welcome, 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 welcome. Come, please. You take the one all to the end, all right? We'll keep the one on the extreme end for Stuti. Okay, guys, IFP, are you happy to see these beautiful people on stage? That's for you, yeah. Super. All right, have a seat, have a seat. Stuti, over to you. Go ahead.
Hello, hello. Hello, am I audible? Guys, am I audible?
Check. 1 second. Stuti, can we just check Stuti's mic, please? Stuti's mic.
Hello, hello.
Check. All right. Hey, sorry, while we kind of get everybody up and get this party going, Imad, Sabaa, I have to tell you guys, particularly, big fan of Mad Boy Mink.
Yeah,
So
hello.
really thrilled that you guys are here.
Should we set
And later on, we have the music awards, so would love if you guys are around for that as well. Team, can we just check their mics? Check your mic.
Hello, is
Yeah.
this good? Guys, can you hear me? बहुत सारे लोग गोरेगांव ईस्ट से आए हैं, अंधेरी वेस्ट जाएंगे, but I think it's a very special evening. Imad, are you comfortable? Yeah. Okay, we are all settled, and this definitely is a very special evening. अपने TV screen पे, we saw this film, but to be able to see it on the big screen with the cast, with those who've made it, Nasir Saab, it's made it so special. So thank you, IFP, for doing this. I'm thrilled to be doing this conversation. First question, starting with Man, Woman, a very interesting name. Genesis of the idea. Sir, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, before I say anything else, I'd like to introduce everybody on stage. That's Imad Shah, who did the music. Not only did he do the music, he sang the main song as well and helped immensely with the screenplay. Tarun Achpal, who was the operative cameraman. So all the juggling around with the camera that you see was done by young Tarun. Sabaa Azad, who played the female lead. Tarun Dhanrajgir, who came all the way from Hyderabad just to act in this film. And Sana Abbott, who was the the associate director's continuous girl, and also made the making of the film. Right, so genesis of the idea. Actually, when anyone who knows me a little sees this film, they say, it's very surprising that you made a film like this. We were expecting something very intense and cutting edge and bitter and dark. I don't know why I'm associated with such kind of films. Actually, I know why. So this film came as a surprise to most people who know me. But it's a story that, that affected me greatly. I have this very dear friend who was about 60 when she met a gentleman online on a dating service who was somewhat older. He was a widower. She'd never been married. And they started meeting online and then met and then ended up getting married and lived happily ever after, live happily ever after. At the same time, I also knew a younger person whose mom died when she was about 70, and his dad, who was about 72, in a year found a lady who he enjoyed being with. And the son never forgave him for it. Now, both these stories affected me in some way, in different ways. One was very joyous, and the other was not. And so I decided to introduce a complication into the plot, which is via the son and the woman's daughter. And I spent many months on it, sharpening it and trying to get it as celluloid ready as possible. So that's how it came about.
Naseer Saab, like you yourself said, people expect something very intense from you. And when we were watching the film, just the beginning of it, you do feel that it's going to delve into grief. It does, but this film is deceptively simple with so many layers. There's so much that you say without making a show of it. And I think from the cheer we got at the end of the screening, we'd tell all of you how much everyone enjoyed it.
It was overwhelming. It was quite overwhelming because this film has never been seen by so many people all at the same time.
How special.
And the reaction was quite overwhelming.
Right at the end, with that group picture, it said no actors were hurt in the making of the film.
Yes,
Coming to the actors, how true is that?
Well, I'm known for kicking my actors around, you know, and giving them hell, which is a completely unjustified charge against me, as any actor who's worked with me will testify. So I just thought since we didn't have any animals in the film, I just thought that it would be a nice little joke at the end.
Lovely. But I'd love to hear from the actors. Tarun, you have a lovely accent in the film, your character.
Hello.
It just endears you to everybody.
Yeah.
Speak to us a little about the process of getting into the skin of that character.
Actually, when I first read the script, when Naseer had sent it to me in Hyderabad, actually it's an interesting anecdote. When he first called me, just a day before that, I was kind of arbitrating a settlement between two people, and that person's name was Wasim. So he called me and I said, hello. And he said, hello, Tarun. So I said, हाँ. So he said, Naseer bol raha hu. So I thought it was Wasim. So I said, Assalamu alaikum, kaise ho? And I don't know if he caught that. And then he said, tum abhi bhi acting kar rahe ho? So I thought, why is this guy want to know whether I'm acting or not? And then it struck me that, oh, it's Naseer. And then I tried to, were you able to catch that? No.
Yeah, of course I was. No, but and then I heard him talking to the real Wasim one day, just before we were about to shoot, while we were rehearsing. And I said to Manish, who was my chief assistant, unfortunately he's not here, I said, this is what we want.
Yeah, because this guy had called, there was some work going on in Hyderabad, and this person from Hyderabad called me, and I was cheesed off, and I said, "Kya kar rahe miyan tum? Aisa kai ko karte tum loh, sunte kai ko nahi?" You know, I was giving, and then he said, "This is what I want." So that's how the accent came about. Yeah.
And it's also it's a travesty that most regional accents are made fun of in our movies, and whether it's a Parsi or whether it's a Sikh or whether it's a Hyderabadi or whether he's a Bengali, his accent is made fun of.
Yeah.
I was determined that we would not make a parody out of it, and to use a Hyderabadi dialect only came to me after Tarun said yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And
beautiful.
it was a fantastic experience for me.
We
Because I was
loved
working
watching.
with Nasir after 40 years, exactly. And I did a play with him 40 years ago. And then, so it was, for me, it was really a very good experience.
How lovely. So we've heard the man speak. We're missing the woman.
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately, I have to apologize for Ratna's absence. She had gone to Bangalore to do a performance yesterday and not only caught the flight back, but caught a virus on it as well. So she sends her apologies for not being here.
And also Vivan, who was...
Vivan Shah is busy shooting another movie, which I'm very happy about, which is why he's not here either.
And now coming to the woman, Sabah. How did you get the role? We actually haven't spoken about all of you grabbing the fabulous parts in the film.
Baba actually told me about it, and of course I said an immediate yes. I mean, it was a dream. I mean, working with him, he's only one of the most legendary people to come out of this industry. And not just Baba, of course, the whole set, to work with Ma, to have Imad and Sana there, Tarun and Tarun, it was just a fantastic family atmosphere and just the best experience ever. And seriously, no actors were harmed in the making of this movie because, yeah, it was just the most loving experience ever. I really enjoyed myself.
Lovely. Imad, coming to you. You have co-written this, and you, of course, have done the brilliant singing and composing for the songs. How is it working with your father? Because you're the son. Is there a different kind of approach he uses while working with you?
Yeah, let's have it. Let's have it.
I think because of our theatre company, Motley,
Yeah.
for all these years, and this is actually the first film production of Motley, in a sense. So that was something which really united us on a cause that we all felt very strongly for, because we have worked together for a long time now with all our theatre work. So it's kind of a working relationship or setup that all of us is, in a sense, familiar with, but it's been for the stage. But growing up as well, we've seen plays being prepped, rehearsed at home in the dining room, kind of costumes being made at home, sets being made at home. So that kind of DIY almost atmosphere of making a piece of art has been part of our home atmosphere ever since I can remember. So this was a very organic transition to now doing that for the stage, to doing that for film. And it was literally a home atmosphere, the whole prep, the shoot itself. We shot, one of the main locations is our Motley production office actually, in Chimbai. So that also felt like home. The locations, the cast and crew, it was a familiar atmosphere, definitely.
No, I'm glad you say that because I think that's one of the things we've definitely noticed while watching it. It just seems that the chemistry, the ease with which the actors were doing the scenes, it just seems like it seems like people who know each other, and I think it brings out the best. I'd want to, go a little behind the scenes and would want to hear from you what the most special thing was while working on this film.
Special thing, of course, was Sir was directing it, and there was Anil Sir, whose hand was there in the shoot. I remember us going and doing a recce somewhere around 3 months before the shoot. And we ended up choosing all lavish, big locations and everything. And after that, Anil Sir had a word with Nasir Sir, and they were like, what are we doing? We need to do it smaller. We need to bring it a little more
cozy and
cozier.
more composed.
Yeah. And then it just turned out to be a very family thing where we were in the house, in and out every day. I got to spend almost a month with everybody, going, prepping. And the best part that I felt was that there was so much rehearsal in the whole thing, which actually you can see in the film, which rarely people do these days. There is actually no rehearsals these days, is what I feel. And the best part was that there was rehearsal, and then the shoot. I think that was very special for me. I don't know when will I get to experience something like that ever again.
How lovely. I think this is an experience you're going to carry with
Actually,
you.
actually, we lost one of the locations. So out of necessity, we were like, "Kahan kare? Chalo, apne office mein kar lete hain." And that became the main house.
Yeah, but we wouldn't know and we loved it. Sana, can I?
Hi.
Hi. So no actors were harmed. How was it for the production crew?
It was actually pretty amazing because, as he said, that this was entirely like family, you know, on cast, on crew. Motley being one of the production houses. So it was all familiar faces, people that you have meals with and hang out with and then, you know, travel with, and now you're making a film together. And it was my first time on set, actually. So initially I was super nervous, obviously, but because I was working with so many people who've been doing that, like, this is their craft and they've been doing it so well. So I felt a bit conscious to say things, but, you know, they created that space for me to be able to give my opinion, even though I was constantly, I mean, I was somebody who was doing it for the first time. So I think that was something that really helped me be a complete part of the film. So, yeah.
Lovely, lovely to hear that. Naseer Saab, one of the things that you've done beautifully is the whole ageism that we sometimes accuse Bollywood of doing, the fact that they just relegate actors of a certain age or characters of a certain age to the margins, and we automatically assume that it's a story that belongs to the younger couple and, you know, the world revolves around them. You very smartly reverse that. The characters here do not have a name. And just like the picture, just like the meal after the ceremony, everyone's offered something different, and yet they beautifully come together. Is that something that you consciously did? Were you fed up with the ageism that...
Yeah, it is something I consciously did. I didn't want the characters to have names because names immediately denote a certain faith.
Yeah.
And somebody suggested that I make the pair a Hindu and a Muslim, and I had to tell him I have no intention of making a biographical film, you know. I saw no need for names, and luckily the story was such that it got by without any of the characters calling each other by their names.
Yeah.
Also, to come back to a question or statement you made about the chemistry between actors. Chemistry between actors is basically nothing else but a faith in each other and an appreciation of each other. And I think that to play a character that is very close, to play a character that is not, no, sorry, I'm gotten a bit confused, but I think that real life relations should not be portrayed on screen, which is one of the main reasons I never thought of playing the role myself.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning when I started writing it, I just rejected the idea altogether because my real life relationship with Ratna would have gotten in the way.
Right.
Same with Sabha and Vivan, because they know each other, but they don't know each other intimately.
Correct.
And so their real life relationship, which is one of friends, it didn't get in the way at all. Same with Tarun and Ratna. In fact, we haven't met Tarun for a very long time until he turned up one day at one of our plays at the NCPA, and this young stripling who I knew had turned into this extremely handsome young old man. And Dolly Thakur came and said, "My God, who is that? I've got to introduce me to him."
Mr. Tarun, you seem to be very similar to the character you're playing.
Are you very similar to the character you're playing?
Similar. Kind of. In the sense, I'm happy-go-lucky. Yeah. But, you know, I was very nervous when I was playing this character because, you know, like you see, the problem in performing is that if you start performing according to someone else's expectation, then you end up messing it, you know. So I had to constantly not, make sure that I don't get into that space where I'm thinking, "Ke, is Nasir going to like what I'm doing? Is Ratna going to be okay with what I'm, that was the most difficult part of my performance. And so that naturally was my nervousness. Yeah.
Nasir Saab, there's a follow-up question. You spoke about how you were very conscious of the fact that you did not want to act because your real life relationship with Ratnaji, you do not want to kind of conflate that with what you're playing on screen. Is that also because you feel the audience then comes with a preconceived notion? Is that something that...
No, it's got nothing to do with the audience. It's to do with the actors themselves. And cinema, the camera can see into your soul. You'll hear of many celebrated husband-wife teams in the theatre. In England, of course, and in India as well. You never hear of a celebrated husband-wife team in cinema. There'll always be people who are just friends. You know what I mean here.
I think that's a whole different...
But that's really so. On stage, you could disguise your real-life relationship. In cinema, I don't think you can. It does see into your soul.
Right. Guys, I have a few more questions that I'll be asking the cast here, and then I'm going to open it up to all of you. So if you have any questions, please note that down, and I'll ensure that the representatives come with the mic, and you'll be able to ask your question. Sabah, I want to come to you. There's a very beautiful scene in this film, which is your conversation with Ratnaji, where, she joyfully, like a teenage girl, falls on the bed talking about her feelings and the fact that it's so easy for her to express falling in love. Talk to me a little about that scene. And I think as an actor, it must have been a very enriching experience doing this film with an actor of her caliber.
I mean, I've wanted to play her daughter on screen from the moment I met Ma. It's a dream for any actor. She's amazing. Yeah. She's so easy to work with and also like with improvising and just kind of, it is so natural. It's so wonderful to work with her, and also because of our relationship, because we know each other. There was already a maternal kind of, so for me this was a dream. I was dying to do this for years before Baba actually asked me to do it. So I think that scene was such a gentle scene, and also what you said about how we reversed the roles and, Baba decided to do it the other way around, that there's love beyond, the age that people think, you deserve to be loved. And I love that she was the teenager there, and she was optimistic, and she was still looking at life with this kind of, I want to live. And I love doing that scene. It was just fantastic. It was really a lot of fun.
Nasir Saab, since you've written this film, it's about love as much as it is about loss and dealing with it. I will just take the liberty of asking you, do you think true love exists today? Especially with the younger
True love is possible in any age, and it needs no explanation. Love knows no reason.
How beautiful.
Yeah, they all agree with me. And the part was written for Sabah, frankly, and it was written for Vivan, and it was written for Ratna, and the man I was not sure of. Tarun, for some reason, had slipped my mind at that time. So I was casting around until Ratna reminded me of Tarun. And then I called him up, and he was good enough to say yes right away. But it's not a director's job to teach an actor how to act, It's a director's job to put the actor into a comfort zone, to know the actor's capabilities. And you cast the right person, and you trust his abilities or her abilities, and then just put them in a comfort zone. That's all that a director really has to do, except making minor corrections like look here at this time, or look into that light, or look in this, etc. Those are minor things, they're nothing to do with the performance really, but with the visual. And I know as an actor I've suffered when I've not been in a comfort zone. So there's no such thing really as a good actor or a bad actor, basically. a very good actor who's excellent in one movie can be absolutely dreadful in another. And that's because where he's dreadful is he's not been put in a comfort zone, he's not been trusted, and there's something wrong with the writing. Basically, it's the fault of the writing which makes an actor deliver badly when he's capable of better.
That's so insightful. Guys, we'll open it up for all of you, and hands are already going up. Can I have someone get the mic to the lady on the second row? Yeah, there she is.
Hi everyone.
I don't think the mics are working. Can
You just have to hold it closer. It's working. Just hold it closer to your mouth.
Hello everyone, my name is Surbi. First of all, I really enjoyed watching what was presented to us. And secondly, I would actually want to congratulate Sabha ma'am as well for the song she sang for the movie.
Thank you.
And,
Imad composed that, and another version of that Imad sang during the film. Mine
Okay.
was the second version, but this is Imad's composition.
Both of you were equally great. So yes.
Thank
Nasir sir, I would want to ask you a question. So this movie, the way you've directed it, it seems very easy breezy. Like you've showed it in a very pleasant manner. It's a story which brings out a very important topic, but portrayed in a very simple manner. But do you think when even us youngsters are sitting here and watching it, how easily, like she talked to Sabha about the particular scene in the movie where she's speaking to her mother. It was actually the daughter also being so easy about the fact that her mother is able to speak to her about it, and they have that bonding. But do you feel, of course, most of us would be, very okay with the idea of it. But do you feel even down the line somewhere, did you think of the fact that, okay, is this actually going to be okay with a lot of people? Did this thought cross your mind? And when it did, what changed your mind and made sure that you make this movie? Because it's a very brilliant one.
Thank you, but I wasn't really concentrating on how anybody who sees the film will feel. I was concentrating on what I feel should be in the film. And whether it's going to be funny or whether it's going to be touching or what, I was not concerned with that. I was trying to look at it as objectively as possible. And it did occur to me to give it a dark ending, but then that would have been too predictable, as far as I'm concerned. I'm the Dark Knight, you see, unfortunately. I'm toying with the idea of a sequel where the marriages both go sour, which I hope will be as funny as this one.
Anyone else? Right at the back. I think the girl from the third row at the back. Are the mics reaching? Where are the representatives of the mic? Yeah, why don't you give it to that lady in the third row? She had her hand up. The gentleman there? In the grey shirt.
Hi, sir. I'm a huge fan of yours.
Thank you.
Couldn't believe that I'm talking to you right now. So, yeah, I loved the short film. And I just want to ask you about the dialogue in the film. When I was watching the film, the way the characters react when they found the information, like their parents are dating and both of them are dating. It was very deceptive, as in generally it would be a moment of shock, or much emphasis was not done on that, and they react in a very calm way. But when both the couples meet for the first time, the whole dialogue was kind of minimized and left for interpretation. The cracker sound was highlighted, and that dialogue was omitted. Now, I want to know, what was your reasoning, or why did you do that scene?
Use that procession sound.
Yeah, why did you do that?
That was because what they'd be saying to each other is something the audience already knows. He would say, "Why the hell didn't you tell me?" And she would say, "Well, Surely you could have given me some, and so on and so forth, which is information the audience already has. So I saw no need for it, but I wanted a scene of chaos where they're all four jabbering at the same time, and we don't hear a word of it. We hear just a procession passing by, which we don't show because we couldn't afford it. I wish we could have afforded it. And the one pataka that goes off was a special effect. We couldn't afford a pataka even. So that was the reason. Because what they're saying is not necessary for the viewer to hear. He knows what they're saying to each other. Yeah, wherever the microphone reaches.
Can we go, do you have your hand up for a question? The one, can we get it to the guy in the white t-shirt, please? Yes, the guy in the white t-shirt.
Hi, good evening. Sir, I'm Vansh Rajkol, and it's an honor talking to you. So my question is to Naseer sir. Seeing these films and similar work of yours, we often get to hear that each film or each project has a different acting approach or a process. And for an aspiring actor, this becomes sometimes quite confusing that what should be actually done in order to reach there and perform in a certain way. So what exactly do you do when you get a script or something written? What exactly is your process from beginning till the performance point?
You're asking me as an actor or as a filmmaker?
As an actor.
As an actor, I try to get onto the writer's wavelength, and that's not always very easy, particularly if you're being offered one of these monstrous budgeted films. You know, it's not easy to get onto that wavelength. You have to have a certain affection and a certain loyalty to the form of popular Hindi cinema, which I don't have. And so I find it a little difficult. But what I try to do is, does this script speak to me? Does it say something which I had always said, but which I had always thought, but never could put in these words? Is the point it makes valid? Is this a film I'm going to enjoy? These are the questions I ask myself. Because to me, at this stage of my life, enjoyment in my work is the most important thing. I no longer hanker after great roles and so on. I've done my share of those. I'm quite happy doing cameos and small parts. They don't require that much effort. So a full-length film, I think, is probably not on the cards for me. But these are the thoughts that I go through, and then I read the script with the director and see if he can shed more light on it. A lot of scripts, you know, you can smell them by their cover. That's the only way I can put it. So I receive several, I don't read all. Because as I said, you can smell them by the cover. As one of my teachers, Satyadev Dubey, used to say, that the audience smells out a movie. You don't, all the publicity in the world doesn't matter. They smell out a movie and they know which one they want to see.
As we have time for only two last questions, the gentleman who's almost stood up.
There have been a lot of hands
wanting
up there
to...
right from the beginning. Yeah, those two.
Sorry, Naseer Saab, you were pointing at someone?
These two gentlemen here.
Okay, we'll get them the mic soon. Please
Hello, hi, thank you everyone. First of all, my question is to Naseeruddin sir. First of all, sir, this is a huge honor to be speaking with you. And my question is, so as in the 70s, the parallel cinema movement revolutionized the Bollywood industry. And you personally as well worked in movies like Ijazat and Masoom. And we can clearly see the influence of those movies in Man Woman as well, with a focus on a grounded, realistic movie, which is more character driven. So do you think such another cinema movement is needed in the current Bollywood industry? And do you think that films such as Man Woman will hope and inspire such a movement again?
I cannot predict the future, but the movement, as you call it, is certainly on. You see, at that time, these films were a novelty. The films of Mrinal Sen, the films of Shyam Benegal, the early Basu Bhattacharya, Basu Chatterjee, and of course the great Mr. Ray, they were a novelty. And So they received a great deal of attention. A film like Bhuvan Shom or Sara Akash or Ankur received a great deal of coverage. But there weren't that many people making those films. You know, there are about as many, even now. There are people like Anubhav Sinha, there's Anurag Kashyap, there's Motwani. There are many people, and there are the successors to Basu Chatterjee like Rajkumar Hirani and people like that. So the movement is still on. There are still a group of madmen who are making the movies they believe in. You know, another wave is unlikely because, and in fact today the situation in the film industry is very grim. There's either the 1,000 crore budget movies being made or the very small films being made. And a film like Man Woman is only a small drop in the ocean of these short films which are showing on YouTube, in several of which I have acted, which have been financed by Royal Stag. And that was a great thing they did. Unfortunately, they've stopped it. But that gave a window to young filmmakers who did not have the headache of chasing after producers and listening to a distributor's whims and worrying about failure or success. So it's provided them a platform. I hope that they all have the conviction to continue. And seeing how many young people are here today, it really touches my heart, and I have great faith in all you guys.
Lovely. Guys, one last question to the lady right here. Could you have the... Yes,
Naseer sir, salute. Thank you so much for making this movie and actually setting the protocol that age is just a number, right? So thank you so much for doing it. We are so tired of seeing, you know, different genres of movies being made on different social causes, etc. But ageism, like you rightly said, is being so vastly ignored, right? And with that gets, I think, ignored talent. And we have brilliant talent in the industry, just like, I think, sir sitting here and you, Tarun sir. But the question is actually for Imad. Imad, you have been the silent, you know, member there, sitting there. How has it been growing up with a man like this? I really want to know, Mani, you have had the best schools right at home to learn from with a mom and with a father like him. How has it been for you? And what's your plan for future?
Oh, it's been wonderful. And by extension, all the people that they have worked with in our theatre company, and growing up around those plays and growing up around all these wonderful actors and growing up around rehearsals. And the extension of rehearsals would be workshops that have been happening at home, being around so many different kinds of actors, working in different languages, dealing with so many different kinds of texts, whether in Hindi, Urdu, English. That has been very enriching. And I still feel that both of them haven't been offered their best roles, and I think that they are still, films are still waiting to utilize both of them fully, I think. And that's one of the many things I also hope to do in the future.
So hopefully we'll see more of you, Naseer Saab. Guys, we're totally at the end of this. I'm so sorry. I think what you'll have to do is catch them once they step out. We've completely run out of time. You've been a lovely
Stuti, we're actually going to do, if people have more questions?
Can we?
Okay. There is a fan zone where if you'd love to answer more questions, you can totally head there. It's a proper stage, everything just like this.
So guys, fan zone is where you need to be.
Yes, you will definitely get chai there. Yes.
So fan zone is where we shall meet you. But thank you so much, and this was a pleasure. It's a beautiful film, and we've had such a special screening. Imad, Tarun, Sabah.
We need to do a picture with everybody.
Sana and Naseer Saab. Thank you. And thank you, Kay, for being a lovely host.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I'm Stuti, and I really enjoyed being here. Thank you.
Let's quickly get a picture of all of you. Everybody stand up. Can we have you guys in front there, just facing the screen? Just right there, sir. Right there, yeah. Go ahead. All right. Guys, on the count of 3, everybody, put your hands up. Make some noise for these wonderful people on stage. Let's go! Stay 1 second. Awesome. Thank you so much. Susie, thank you for navigating that conversation. Thank you.